The Lord be with you and also with you. Let's sing our first song. Oh God, we adore you. Lay our lives before you. How we love you. Jesus, we adore you. Lay our lives before you. How we love you. Spirit, we adore you. Lay our lives before you. How we love you. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. When we hear those words, we know it's time to get ready for one of God's stories. So today is a story about Jesus calling the 12 disciples. This is the Sea of Galilee. So many important things happened around the Sea of Galilee that we just had to have a piece of it here in our room to help us tell the stories. The sea is a wonderful and strange place. When the wind blows, the sea becomes very rough and wild. And when the wind is calm, the sea is peaceful and still. There are hills and mountains around the Sea of Galilee. One day Jesus was teaching by the sea. Huge crowd gathered to listen to him. Jesus was telling them about the kingdom of God, but they still did not understand. So Jesus said, I will show you the way of the kingdom of God. Then he healed many who were sick and cast out unclean spirits. Then Jesus left the crowd and went up onto the mountain. Jesus called 12 people to be with him in a special way. He called Peter. Jesus called James. And John. And Andrew. And Philip. And Bartholomew. And Levi. And Thomas. And James. And Thaddeus. And Simon. And Judas. Jesus had many other disciples, men and women and children. But these were Jesus' 12 disciples. These 12 disciples had been following Jesus and learning the way of the kingdom of God. Jesus said to them, "The kingdom of God is near. Go to the villages and tell the people the way of the kingdom of God. Heal the sick and cast out unclean spirits." The disciples left. They went through the villages telling the good news of the kingdom of God, healing the sick and casting out unclean spirits. I wonder why it was these 12 that Jesus called specially from the crowd. I wonder how the 12 disciples feel after being with Jesus. I wonder how the 12 disciples feel about being told to go out and tell the people about the kingdom of God. I wonder what they said when they talked about the kingdom of God. I wonder how they felt when they were told to go and heal people of many diseases. I wonder how the disciples felt when the people who were sick were healed. I wonder how the people feel. I wonder if the people want to follow the way of the kingdom of God. I wonder where this story ends. Well, this story is in the Bible. And I will light the Christ candle to help us remember that Jesus is always with us. When we read the Bible and when we hear his stories. So this story is from the book of Mark. And Mark is in the New Testament, the Old Testament, the New Testament, Matthew, Mark. Jesus decided to ask some of his disciples to go up on a mountain with him, and they went. And then he chose 12 of them to be his apostles, so that they could be with him. He also wanted to send them out to preach and to force out demons. Simon was one of the 12, and Jesus named him Peter. There were also James and John, the 2 sons of Zebedee. Jesus called them the Thunderbolts, or the Sons of Thunder. Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus were also apostles. The others were Simon, known as the Eager One, and Judas Iscariot, who later betrayed Jesus. That's from the Gospel of Mark. Now I'm going to change the light that's here in our worship center, so that can fill all the spaces in here and even follow us out and go to your home. So let's sing our goodbye song. Go now in peace, go now in peace, may the